All right, so this is the MGB doing a chrome bumper conversion. I videotaped half of it vertically, and so I don't know if I'll be able to use that. But basically, I have the rubber bumper off. It's pretty easy to take off. So you've got 2 bolt holes here, 2 bolt holes here. The upper ones, you actually reach from inside the trunk. They're just right about here by the gas tank, and then this one's give or take, depending where your exhaust is at, right about where the exhaust is. So basically, you take those full bolts out. You get the other 2 you can get from underneath here on each side, and then there is as well from underneath a bolt hole on the corner here. And you see if I can lift this up here. So basically you have these 2 and then this one. Other than that, bumper's very heavy, so make sure you are ready to grab it when you pull it off. You have to kind of get it from the sides and pull these back. They will flex a little bit. Pull these out, and then from there, the bumper will come back and off. There's no lights, nothing like that to disconnect. So that's how you get the rubber bumper off. During the chrome conversion, there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can buy kits, I know, that basically take the factory bolt holes here and then go out and on the chrome bumpers, the factory mounting points are this one and then this one. They come out and then there is a hole. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a hole in the back side of that. And on the chrome cars, they have basically a metal rod that sticks out that's threaded that you put through there, you put a nut on, you screw it on. These are a little different. They make a bracket that goes over and connects to these 2 pieces and then bolts to the factory location. The only problem with that is I want to say they're like 65 British pounds. So I don't know what exactly that would be, but somewhere around about $100. I ended up just taking some flat bar, put 2 holes in it, put it up here, just held it next to it, kind of marked the holes, drilled the holes out, and then from there I put a bolt on. And I actually used the nuts from the side to kind of space it out properly. So basically what I did was took the flat bar, put it on there, put a bolt through it, put this nut on there, and then from there I actually put it on and tightened it down in the back. So I had these brackets on the car, had a friend hold the bumper up, and then basically we just took another piece of flat bar and tacked it from the bumper to the brackets on there. I think the flat bar was $12. So a whole lot cheaper, and just the same, it all, bolts on there. So basically, I got everything tacked up and then pulled it off. Now I'm going to go ahead, finish doing the welding on either side. Going to go ahead and weld all the brackets up, and then I'll put it back on. Once it's on from there, I did have to order, they have a finish panel for these, so I ordered those. They should be here soon. And then there's a little chrome piece because there's a slight gap in between the bodies. And I ended up buying a donor car, so I got the car, the bumper, the bumpers, all the trim pieces and everything I needed for that. So the chrome pieces I have, but those pieces I had to order. I ended up getting them from, I think, Dorset Parts. They make those, they're 3D printed. I have a 3D printer and I could not find the file anywhere, so I think they have them patented or whatever, so you can't get the files. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead, do the welding, and then I'll show you once I go to put it on, kind of that process, and then I have some chrome polish, and hopefully I can get this bumper kind of polished up real nice. So just going to kind of show you welding it up real quick and go from there. Okay, so I got the bumper welded up. My welding cover was rattling, so I took that off halfway through. But I got the welds all on there. So basically, I welded the brackets to the existing bumper, and then basically just have the two brackets, two bolts on either side that will go into the factory mounting locations, and then the bracket that welded the original brackets to the rubber bumper brackets that I made. Basically, I'm just going to go through now. I did also weld. I got the bolts in, and then you could see me there holding them with the pliers because they were hot. Holding those bolts in flat, and then I just welded the bolts with a decent sized tack to the brackets. That way you don't have to try to have a wrench in there holding it while also tightening or loosening the bolts on either side. You know, this is kind of the bumper's going to come off or it's going to go on type thing. I'm not going to be in there messing with it different ways. So I just went ahead and just at least weld those on there so I can tighten it up without having to have too much fuss. Other than that, now I'm basically going to go through, and the back of this, a little warm still, it's kind of rusty, as you can see. So the front's chromed, it's in great shape, but the back of it's kind of rusty, plus I'm not a very good welder. I can make stuff stick together. So I'm going to go through, clean up my welds, clean the rust off the back of the bumper, give it a coat of just black paint just to keep the rust from getting worse or anything like that. And then once I get that all kind of cleaned up and whatnot, we'll get started. So I'll take the old Amish wire wheel and get started. Alrighty, well that is the chrome bumper kind of DIY installation on the back. So as you can see again, there is pieces that go here, and maybe I'll make a separate video when I get those, but basically they're just a piece that matches the taillight and goes down to about here. And then let me see if I have those little brackets here. And these need cleaned and polished, but basically they go, let's see here. No, I think it'd be, kind of like this here to kind of match the body with the bumper, and then kind of fill off that gap there. I think the bumper does need to go up probably a 1/4 inch or so, but that's something that I can do later, and it's not the end of the world. But the brackets will go on there. They attach to, I believe you attach them to the body. Originally they screw into the body and to this piece. I'll probably screw one piece into the 3D printed piece, and then probably do some sort of a silicone or glue or something to them so that I'm not drilling any extra holes into the car that I don't need to. So that's kind of the plan with those. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and hopefully this makes it a little easier for you to do at home if you are also thinking about doing the chrome bumper conversion. So this is the back. I'll presumably try to make another one for the front of the car.